Hi everyone, sorry I've been away for a little bit. I've just been really busy at work, but I have now gone part-time with my main job so that I can do more stuff for the collective, which is exciting for me. It's been a big kind of like leap of faith, but it's what I've been guided to do. Okay, let's get stuck in straight away because these cards are flying out. First card out is the Seven of Cups. Feels like choices are being made right now. There are decisions, there's choices being made. Also, there's a lot of illusion which is kind of like fading away right now. A lot of like things that have been hidden are now about to be revealed. There is kind of like some big reveal that is happening right now. I'm seeing like something has been hiding under like a handkerchief and someone's lifting the handkerchief off. It's like a magic trick. It's like you thought there was nothing there because they just put like a handkerchief on their hand. They lifted his handkerchief off and there's something which has magically appeared. It's like you didn't expect it to happen, but it is. So I am just feeling like there's a lot going on and there's things which are just happening very quickly and suddenly that are going to take you by surprise. Five of Swords, so I am seeing conflicts coming to an end. I actually feel like right now someone is walking away from situations that aren't resonating with them anymore, that aren't serving them. Someone's making a decision to walk away and focus on other things, focus on themselves and this connection. Oh, I'm seeing kind of like karmic relationships coming to an end as well. So karmic situations, karmic relationships coming to an end, closing out for good, and this is going to be permanent. This is going to be a big change. If you felt like your counterpart has been slipping in and out of karmic relationships, then I see them truly walking away from these for good. The High Priest, the Hierophant card. So this is definitely the masculines kind of like walking away from karmic relationships. It could be the feminines as well, but I just feel more the masculines because they have healed this kind of like addiction. It's like they were in a way addicted to karmic relationships, addicted to this. I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's just like there was something holding them, some kind of like they needed be around people. They needed this karmic relationship. Like, but these are coming to a close. It's like they're being healed for good. The masculine is really going through an awakening, and they're coming out of the other side of this now. It feels like either they are just beginning it when they walk away, which is something is triggered them walking away from their karmic, and as they walk away from their karmic partner or karmic situation, that is triggering the awakening that they need so that they can return and give you kind of like the key to their heart. The Lovers card. So why are they walking away from karmic relationships or situations? Because they know you are their lover. They know you are the one for them. Interestingly, in this deck, you know, you look at the picture, which I know it's quite hard to see, but they're not holding hands like they are in kind of like traditional tarot, or, you know, his hand isn't even out. So it's like the feminine in this connection, she has been there trying to reach out to him, trying to get him to take her hand, and he has been resisting it in the past. But I feel like that's changing and he is getting ready to take her offer of love, because it's like he thought the grass was greener on the other side. So this masculine, I am using he and she to describe the energy, you know, not the gender. So if you're in a same-sex relationship, whoever the masculine is, that's who I'm referring to as he. The feminine is the she. So the masculine here felt like the grass was greener on the other side. So he walked away from the connection, and now he's realizing that actually he's not happy, he's not fulfilled. You know, look how sparse his tree is, and look how kind of like fruitful hers is. So it's like he's realizing that right now the situation he is in is not great. He wants to leave it because he now knows who his true love is. I'm not going to take those. Okay. The Tower. I love this card. I'm just hearing let it burn. Let the tower crumble, because as it crumbles, it is really just getting rid of everything which can't come into union. Everything which just has been shaky ground. It's like, you know, this relationship cannot be built on unstable ground. So know that a secure and solid, stable foundation is being built, and everything that can't come into union, it is just collapsing now. These templates that you have known for so long are collapsing, and for some this is going to feel very uncertain. So I'm getting like two waves now. So there's one group who's going to feel and experience these tower moments, and it's going to really push them through their fears. They're going to have fears rising up within them. They're going to have some uncertainty, some doubts and insecurities coming up. And then for another group, they're just going to see these tower moments as a huge relief, as a big kind of like release of everything that has been worrying them and concerning them. So interestingly, one group is going to be using these, or experiencing these tower moments, as just releasing and feeling relief, and another is going to have those fears rising back within them just to be healed and really faced. There's nothing to worry about, but you know, the tower is interestingly, just going to put these in the right way round. The tower interestingly is for number 16, and we have a full moon partial eclipse on the 16th of July. So I think there is going to be a big shift around this time, which is going to see the collapsing of old templates so that we can have new templates, so that we can have a new relationship, a new foundation. King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles is someone who is going to give you a solid and stable offer. So I am seeing that the masculines right now, they are making sure that they can give you something solid and stable. The masculines are working on their offer. Also, this could be a businessman, so I am seeing a businessman or someone who is very wealthy, very successful and prosperous, who is going to be returning to you and giving you an offer of commitment. Someone has been resisting doing their inner child work, which is why you've not seen this connection move forwards already. So if you do feel like you could have been doing more behind the scenes, then it is now time to do it. I feel like, you know, you do just need to do your inner child healing work. You just need to face it. That's what I'm getting. It's just with this Ten of Pentacles, this like long-term stable relationship, it's being held back because of inner child work, because, you know, your inner child has been a little bit neglected, has not been healed in the way which, you know, you kind of like promised you would. You know, you promised yourself that you would use this time to do your healing. It's like you haven't really fulfilled that promise to yourself, which is fine. You know, it is hard to face our healing, but it's like that is needed for this rebirth. If you want to really see this relationship be like resurrected, then you need to do this inner child work. I have recorded a guided inner child meditation on my website, so I'll post the link below in the description box if you want to download that and give that a listen. You know, inner child work is so healing and powerful, so I definitely kind of like just recommend that you make a start on it as soon as possible. This relationship is going to be resurrected, so it is kind of coming back from the dead. So it's like if you felt like it was over, it's not over. It is going to literally just kind of like come back, for some just out of nowhere. The sun is rising on this connection again. It's like the sun set and you thought the sun wasn't going to rise again, but it is rising again as we speak. Yeah, the 16th of July is going to be a powerful time. Two of Pentacles, as someone is choosing you, someone is making you a priority in their life. It feels like just balance is being restored, because your counterpart knows that this connection is eternal, knows that this relationship is eternal. It's like there's no obstacle that can't be overcome. And I'm seeing now that you two have stretched far apart and you're coming back together. So if you feel like there's been a long time of separation or no communication, it feels like that elastic band is now being kind of like sprung back together. Like you've reached the limit of how far you two can be apart, and now it's just, yeah, it's coming together very, very quickly. You cannot make these cards up. Six of Cups. Six of Cups is such a twin flamey card. It's such a card of like someone returning to you. So this person is returning with an offer. So this is definitely someone you've known, you've met, and probably been in a relationship with, or had some kind of like fling with. It is someone from the past returning to you. It is also another card of like inner child work, because the Six of Cups is, you know, it is two children. It is like that inner child healing that needs to happen for this connection to move forward. It's just, this is definitely for those who have been separated for quite some time, a couple of months or so. You know, it's not those who have recently broken up. They are returning, and this time it is going to be long term and stable, but you are being guided to really do that inner child healing. So I'm just going to pull the Romance Angel cards now. Free yourself. So this is about taking back control of your life. It's about not obsessing over the connection and just focusing on yourself, on your own healing. You know, we've seen in this reading that there is still healing to do, and that there's going to be tower moments which are going to help really kind of like collapse any templates which just aren't permanent, which can't come into the future. So what can you do to take back control of your life? How can you get yourself back on your feet? You know, think about what it is that you need to do. Healing family issues. So there we go. How can you free yourself from your current situation? Forgiving your parents. So this is definitely inner child work, which is focusing on forgiving your parents. And I feel like we all need to do that. That is something which we all need to kind of focus on. Even if you feel like you're really close to union, your love life will still benefit as you heal these family issues, as you heal your inner child. Forgive your parents, forgive people from childhood, from your past. These cards are now just flying out. So I'm just going to see if anything else wants to come out. But I am feeling kind of like a short and sweet reading here. Yeah, right, I'll take these two. Forgiving and learning and true love. So as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in the present moment. So I think the message is now it's just repeating itself, which is why I'm not going to do this reading for much longer, because this is, you know, you need to forgive and heal the past. What is it you need to forgive? Who do you need to forgive? What situations do you need to heal? Because that's where your focus should be. You know, if you're focusing so much on your counterpart, then you're really only resisting doing your own work. You're using them as a distraction, because you're not focusing on yourself, you're not healing yourself. So if you really want this connection to move forward, stop focusing on them. Start focusing on you, and that's how you're going to move this relationship forward. If you're waiting on communication, then know that communication is not coming until you're in a place where you've kind of healed enough so that you're not going to be triggered, or so that communication can just flow, so that it's moving towards a greater level of commitment between you both. It's like they're not going to open up communication lines if it feels like there's still so much healing that still needs to be done. This is the romance of a lifetime, so there truly is no rush, because you two are going to be together, and you're going to be together forever. I do feel like this is the end of separation for good, so that's why we need this solid, stable foundation, because if there isn't a stable foundation, it's only going to lead towards more separation. Messages from your counterpart. Your touch is like no other. I'm closer than you think. I'll be with you soon, I promise. You're my reason for everything. You are the reason for my happiness right now. Our prayers and visualizations are manifesting. and realign your thoughts. So yeah, focus on what you want to attract, what you want to manifest. Don't focus on the separation or the hurt, because you know that's what you'll attract more of. So truly try and see this time apart, this separation, as a blessing. You know, think about how much you've grown and learnt, and you see it as the blessing that it is, and you will just feel a lot more peace about what has happened and understand kind of like the meaning and the reasons behind it all. Okay, I'm going to close the reading out there. If you want to book a personal reading, you can click on the link in the description box below and book a reading there. I do kind of like more affordable readings, so like quick energy check-ins, which are done over email, or I do pre-recorded video readings, and I also do live FaceTime readings, which you can book on my website. If you want to kind of develop your own psychic abilities, then I do have a psychic awareness course, but we're kind of like halfway through my first one, or like at the start of my first one, so the next one is beginning 30th of September. I'll also post that in the link below so that you know you can book on that if you want. There's a couple of places left. Okay, so you lots of love and light, and I'll try and do another check-in soon.